Welcome to the Culinary Education Center. My name is Michelle Zuppi. I'm the department chair of the Culinary Arts program. Our program is a collaboration between Brookdale Community College and the Monmouth County Vocational School District. Our students earn degrees in culinary and pastry arts with extensive hands-on learning. We would like you to join us while our faculty and students demonstrate a variety of recipes. Enjoy.
Welcome to the Culinary Education Center of Monmouth County. My name is Chef Anthony Eugenio. I'm an instructor here at the Culinary Education Center, along with my student assistant, Kelly Harris. Today we're going to prepare a honey roasted pear salad with bib lettuce, bacon, toasted hazelnuts, blue cheese, and a sherry wine vinaigrette. We're going to start by preparing our pears for roasting. Kelly's going to cut our pear in half. We're using a Bartlett pear for this recipe, but a Bosc pear or any other pear that can be bought at the supermarket would be appropriate. Kelly's going to split the pear in half and then carefully take out the core. When she's done, Kelly's going to put the pears in the bowl and toss them with some olive oil, some ground cinnamon, about a teaspoon or so, about a half teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg, about 2 tablespoons of honey, and then season to taste with salt and pepper. This should all be mixed thoroughly to coat the pears nice and evenly, and then placed cut side down on a sheet pan with parchment paper, and then roasted in the oven for about 15 minutes. So now that the pears are nice and evenly coated, Kelly's going to place them on the pan. She's going to walk over to the oven and place them in a 350-degree preheated oven for about 15 minutes, or until the pears are nice and tender. While the pears are roasting, we now have time to assemble our salad dressing and the rest of our salad ingredients. For our dressing, we're going to start off with some shallots in our bowl, some nice diced shallots. Going to add about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard into our dressing. We're also using a Spanish sherry wine vinegar here. It's 1/3 of a cup. Kelly can whisk that together in the bowl a little bit. And now, in a thin stream, we're going to add our oil while whisking. I'll assist Kelly as we're doing that. As you're adding the oil, in the beginning you want to add the oil slowly so that you can get an emulsion to occur. And once we have the emulsion formed, it's safe to add the dressing in a little bit more of a stream. The dressing will then be seasoned to taste with salt and pepper. Stir that in. And now we're ready to assemble the ingredients for our salad. The dressing can be made up to an hour or so in advance, maybe even 2, and put in the refrigerator to allow those flavors to come together and marry. Okay, then let's move on to our salad. First, we're going to start with a nice clean bowl, and we have our bib lettuce, which has been just torn by hand into bite-sized pieces. We have some Belgian endive, which we've sliced up into some thin strips. To that, we're going to add some bacon. These are bacon lardons. Here at the Culinary Education Center, all of our bacon is made homemade here at the school. But at your house, commercially bought, store-bought bacon would be totally acceptable. You just want to make sure that you cook it ahead of time crispy, and you chop it up into bite-sized pieces. In addition to the bacon, we're going to add in some chopped toasted hazelnuts. Again, at your house, hazelnuts can just be put into the oven about 325 degrees and cook gently until you begin to smell their aroma. Once that aroma begins to become present in the oven, the hazelnuts are done. They can be removed and then just chopped rather coarsely. Okay? To this now, we're going to add salt and pepper. And about an ounce or 2 of our dressing. and then we're just going to toss that to coat. Okay, so now that we have our salad together, our pears should be ready. We're going to get them out of the oven, and we're going to finish our plating.
Okay, our pears have been in the oven at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes. When you take them out, they should be firm to the touch. They look all set, so we're going to plate now.
Okay, so now our pears have come out of the oven, and they're nice and tender, so it's time to assemble the rest of our salad. Kelly's going to take our endive spears and arrange them on the plate in a nice pattern. And then with our tongs, we're going to add our greens that have been dressed and contain our bacon and our hazelnuts. Kelly's going to garnish next with our Maytag blue cheese. And then finally, we're going to fan our pear and finish the assembly of the salad. So to fan this pear, we're cutting the pear vertically, making sure that we leave the top part of the pear intact. And then very gently, we're just going to fan out our slices and finish our plate. So there you have it, our roasted pear salad with bib lettuce, bacon, Maytag blue cheese, hazelnuts, and a sherry wine vinaigrette. Thank you for joining us. Please stay tuned for future recipes from the Culinary Education Center.
I live my dream every day working in my own restaurant. It's great waking up every day, coming to a job I love and seeing, getting an immediate response from people. Probably wouldn't have got that without my start at Brookdale. The Culinary Education Center at Brookdale was great to me because it taught me the basic skills I needed to pursue a career in the industry that I love, which eventually led to me opening my own restaurant. Each year we've continued to grow, added staff members. I'm proud to say all of which are either graduates or students of Brookdale's Culinary Education Center. I've also been fortunate enough to be nominated twice for a James Beard Award, Best Chef Mid-Atlantic. Brookdale's easy, it's accessible, it's right in your own backyard. Course times are all varied, you could always fit it in your schedule. You have no reason not to go.
My name's Andrew Aranio, owner of Drew's Bayshore Bistro in Keyport, and I got my start at Brookdale.
Hello, welcome to the Culinary Education Center. My name is Chef Anthony Eugenio, here along with my assistant Don Peavy, and today we're going to make a lobster roll for you. We're going to start with our fresh lobster meat. First thing we need to do is cut up our lobster into a 1/2-inch dice. 1/2 pound of the lobster meat will be necessary to accomplish this recipe. If you're at home and starting with live lobsters, I would recommend that you purchase a lobster that's about 2 to 2.5 pounds live whole, and you must steam or boil that lobster for 8 minutes per pound. So a 2-pound lobster would take about 16 minutes to cook. Once the lobster has been cooked, it needs to be cooled in ice water to stop the cooking process, the meat removed from the shell, and then diced up into a 1/2-inch dice, as my assistant Don is doing here for us today. This dish is available to be eaten here at the Culinary Education Center in our American Regional class. After Don gets finished chopping up the lobster, we're going to add it to our bowl and begin working with our other ingredients. Thank you, Don. Okay, the next ingredient that goes in is a finely diced seeded cucumber, 1/2 a cucumber. Next would be 1/4 cup of prepared mayonnaise. Next, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of chopped tarragon. 2 scallions which have been finely sliced on the bias or a diagonal cut. Some salt, kosher salt preferably. or sea salt, and then some fresh ground black pepper to taste. After all our ingredients are in the bowl, we're going to mix it until we get a nice, even, homogeneous mixture. Once our lobster salad has been thoroughly mixed, this can be made a few hours ahead of time and kept refrigerated. And next we're going to head over to the stove where we toast our bun in some butter and season it with some salt.
So right now I'm probably going to do the most difficult part of this recipe, which is toasting the bun because it requires fire. Basically, I'm going to throw about a tablespoon of butter into the pan, let it melt. I'm going to throw my hot dog bun in there. This is a New England hot dog bun, and it's that way just because it is small, but you can use any bun at all, any type of bread at all. Just make sure you toast it with butter. Even a white piece of bread or a piece of wheat bread, sliced bread. You just need bread. And put it in this, which is a skillet, and you just let it toast a little bit, maybe about 1 to 2 minutes on high on each side. I'm gonna flip it over with my hands, but you can use a spatula or tongs, anything that will keep your fingers safe. I don't care much about my fingers, so we'll keep going. And that's it. We'll actually just wait for that to get all nice and toasty, then we'll walk back over to the table and we will continue assembling the dish.
Okay, now we're going to take our lobster salad that we just mixed, and we're going to fill it in our hot dog bun that we just toasted over at the stove with our butter and kosher salt. Don is going to liberally spoon the lobster salad into the bun, put it on the plate, and we're going to plate it here with our homemade potato chips. Here at the CEC, we make all our own potato chips here. We use a Yukon Gold potato, which is sliced very thin on a slicer or a mandolin. If you want to make these potatoes at home, you would need to fry these twice. First at 325 degrees, and then again for a second fry at 375 degrees until they're golden brown and crispy. After they come out of the fryer, put them in a bowl with paper towel to drain some excess oil, sprinkle them with some salt, and then add them to your dish. Thank you very much for joining us today, and please tune in again for more recipes from the Culinary Education Center.
Hi, I'm Michelle Zuppi, Brookdale faculty and department chair of the Culinary Education Center of Monmouth County. The Culinary Education Center of Monmouth County is a collaboration between Brookdale Community College and the Monmouth County Vocational School District. We are conveniently located in Asbury Park, next to Asbury Park High School. Brookdale's culinary students receive excellent training and preparation for a career in the restaurant and hospitality industry. Many of Brookdale's culinary graduates are successful chefs right here in the local area. Brookdale offers 3 different programs in the culinary arts: a 2-year associate's degree, a 1-year culinary certificate, and a 1-year pastry certificate. The Culinary Education Center's bakery is open to the public during the day from September through June. The public can enjoy the Culinary Education Center's restaurants' reasonably priced lunches Monday through Friday between 11:30 and 12:30, and 4-course dinners Monday through Thursday, 5:15 until 6:15. Reservations are required for dinner or for any large groups. Come and experience the Culinary Education Center of Monmouth County and watch the culinary students prepare your meal under the direction of the center staff of amazing chefs. For more information, call us at 732-988-3299 or visit our website at www.brookdalecc.edu/culinaryarts.
Are you ready to take your career path into healthcare? Then enroll in Brookdale's massage therapy program today. Take our state-approved course to work as a massage therapist in New Jersey that also prepares you for national certification examination for therapeutic massage and bodywork. Our massage therapy program is a 650-hour course offered in collaboration with the Institute for Therapeutic Massage. You will receive comprehensive training in the art and science of massage therapy. You will learn the following massage modalities: medical, Swedish, deep tissue, chair, and sports massage, as well as reflexology. Therapists can develop rewarding careers either in private practice or working in a medical office, spa, or in sports medicine. There's no greater satisfaction than working in a profession where you can contribute to the health and welfare of others. Massage reduces anxiety and stress, improves sleep, boosts your immune system, and reduces fatigue. What are you waiting for? Enroll in Brookdale's massage therapy program today. To register, call 732-936-9111 or visit us online at massageprogram.com.
My name's Andrew Aranio, owner of Drew's Bayshore Bistro in Keyport, and I got my start at Brookdale.
To learn more about how to get your start at Brookdale, visit brookdalecc.edu.
Hello, welcome to the Culinary Education Center. My name is Chef Anthony Eugenio, along here with my assistant Andrew Robbins. Today we're going to prepare shrimp Creole for you. We're going to start with our shrimp. These shrimp are size 16-20, which means there's 16 to 20 of them to a pound, and they've been peeled and deveined. If you need to peel and devein them at home, it's very simple. You just remove the outer shell of the shrimp and then take a paring knife and go along the top edge of the shrimp, making sure to remove any of the black vein that may exist. Okay, so Andrew, take our shrimp and add them to the bowl. Okay, now we're going to begin to add our seasonings. First, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of paprika. This is Hungarian paprika or hot paprika. Next, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. Next, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of chopped fresh oregano leaves. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of gumbo filet powder. Filet powder is available to you in any modern day supermarket, and it's a very prevalent ingredient in Creole cuisine. Next, we're going to add 1 shallot that has been diced, a pinch of cayenne pepper, and 1 teaspoon of fresh thyme. We're going to finish that off by seasoning with a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. We're going to toss our shrimp with our ingredients to make sure they're coated nice and evenly. And now we're going to head over to the stove and cook our shrimp. Okay, now we're ready to cook our shrimp over at the stove. So Andrew's going to add about 3 tablespoons of butter to a pan over medium-high heat to allow the butter to melt. And then to this melted butter, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. We're going to cook this garlic in the pan for about 2 minutes until it's tender, being careful not to burn the garlic. If you feel that the garlic is getting too dark, you may lower the heat, or you may use your next ingredients to cool down that pan and prevent the garlic from burning. Okay, so now that our garlic is tender, we can add in our tomato concasse and our tasso ham. Tasso ham is a cured pork product. Again, very common in Creole cooking. All the tasso ham we use here at the Culinary Education Center, we make in-house here at the school. We're going to sauce this briefly to saute, get everything nice and hot. We're going to turn up our heat a little bit. And now we're going to add in our shrimp. We're going to add our shrimp in the pan, and we're going to cook these shrimp on one side till they turn nice red color, and then we're going to flip them over and continue to cook them until they're opaque in the center. Should take about 3 minutes or so. That looks good, Andrew. We're going to cook the shrimp for a little bit longer on this side to ensure that they begin to cook through before we start to add our liquid ingredients to the pan. All right, so now we're going to add our liquid ingredients. First, we're going to start off with our chicken stock. Next, we're going to add in our lemon juice, fresh squeezed, and some Worcestershire sauce. We're going to allow that to simmer, let the sauce come together. When we're done here, we're going to shut our heat off, and we're going to swirl in our remaining butter to the sauce. Okay, Andrew, looks good. The purpose of doing this off the heat is to enrich the sauce. The cold butter being swirled into the hot sauce will kind of bring the sauce together, tighten everything up, and make it one nice homogeneous mixture. Again, we're using the residual heat of the sauce to melt the butter. There's no need to put the butter back over a flame. If we did so, we'd risk breaking our sauce. Okay, now our dish is complete. We're going to head back over to the table and assemble our shrimp. Okay, now that our shrimp has been completed cooking, we came back over to the table where we're going to assemble our dish. First thing we do is we're going to use a bread as a base. What we've done here is sliced a piece of baguette, tossed it with a little olive oil, salt, pepper, and we put it on the grill to get those grill marks. After it came off the grill, we rubbed it with a raw garlic clove. If you don't have a grill available to you at home, you can toast this in your oven. Again, you would just toast it till it's golden brown, and then once the bread comes out of the oven, you want to rub it with a raw garlic clove to impart the flavor there. Once we have the bread on the plate, I'm going to slide the plate over to Andrew, and very carefully, Andrew is going to arrange the shrimp on top of the bread. And then using his spoon, Andrew is going to spoon the sauce over our shrimp to complete our dish. And we'll finish with a garnish of just a little fresh chopped parsley. And there you have it. Thank you for tuning in, and please join us again at the Culinary Education Center for future recipes.